Best thing that you can do is trust your instincts and take a risk. The reason why is because nobody else can tell you who you are except for you. Nobody. Not social media, not your parents, not the books that you read, not the movies that you watch. So, what you need to do is take a moment, take 20 minutes, shut everything down, look out your window, sit in silence, and find out who are you. You may not find the answer immediately, doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. Something's going to come to mind. Some action that you want to take is going to come to mind. And the best thing that you can do is take a risk and go in on your intuition, on your instinct, not on impulse, but on your instinct. What kind of life do you want to create? Who do you want to become? Who do you want to meet? What do you want to build? How do you want to affect other people? And take some action today that's going to move you in that direction, but make that action meaningful, make it impactful, make it mean something, and commit to it. And the best thing that you can do is a lot of people that, they will create a social media account or some kind of account and start, posting things or something like that. But oftentimes that is not a big enough commitment because you can easily fall off. You can make a video or two, you can make a post or two, you can make an account, you can pretend like you did something, and then you're going to fall off. You're going to feel worse about yourself than you did before. So the best thing that you can do is go all in on yourself. And I'm going to say something very controversial right now. If your credit is good, okay, if your credit is good, because this is what I did, by the way, this is what I did. I had no money. My credit was pretty good. So I had a line of credit. So I opened up a line of credit. It was like 20 grand on the line of credit. The first sales program I ever bought, which actually allowed me to ascend to unimaginable heights over a course of less than 2 years, I actually went into my line of credit and I invested in that. So if you want to use money, use the bank's money, you have to do it in a way that is actually intelligent and will give you a return on your investment. So find some opportunity that's out there that's going to be able to make you money. And then in the meantime, as long as you have an income stream, you can kind of pay off the debt that you've accumulated. And if you have a job, part-time job, then you can continue to do that. The reason I'm telling you to do that is because you need to put pressure on yourself. You need to put pressure on yourself. Your life is too easy. You're taking it too fucking easy, right? Your life is too easy. It's too comfortable. You're comfortable where you are in your safe little security blanket comfort zone. You gotta step out of that. You have to jump out. You don't have, you're not going to experience what you need to experience, what you can experience as a human being, the awe, the godly nature of existence, however you want to phrase it. You can't experience these feelings, the thrill, unless you take a risk. And especially if you want to create something with your life. I mean, it's one thing to say, oh, take a risk and jump out of a plane and have go skydiving and travel the world. Hooray, you're traveling the world. Okay, so you're going to learn about different cultures. That's cool. That's good. But you really have to ask yourself, sit down and ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? Do I feel like my life is meaningful? Do I feel stimulated? Do I feel energized? Do I feel motivated? Do I feel like I want to get up every day and actually do everything that I'm doing? And it's going to move me in the direction that I want to take with my life. Am I oriented properly? If the answer to all of those questions is no, or you don't know, then you better make a change and you better make a good one. So it's not enough to just create an account and do some posting because there's no accountability. There's no pressure on you to actually perform. There's no stakes. You got to create stakes for yourself. I don't want to make this whole video about you going into debt. That's not the point I'm trying to make. But what I'm telling you is what I did is I found myself in a position where I thought, okay, what are my strengths? What am I good at? How can I align myself with some opportunity in the world that can actually use my strengths for not only my benefit, but a way to actually make money as well? And I actually found that alignment and I took a risk. So whatever you do, especially if it's involving money, make sure that how you're investing, there's an ROI in that. Because also, when you put money on the table, now it's real. Now you want to get your value. You need to get that value. If all these programs were offered for free, then we wouldn't have our skin in the game. The skin in the game wouldn't be there. You wouldn't have the urge, the desire to put all of your energy into that endeavor because you haven't given anything up. You haven't sacrificed anything. It was just given to you. You're still in your comfort zone. Everything is still available. It's still there. You feel like you can access it any time. Not when you put money down. Not when you put money down. And the best part about that is that you will mobilize resources you didn't know that you had. And also, you're going to create a new life. You're going to create new experiences. You're going to engage different parts of your mind. You're going to become a different person. So you need to take risks, and you need to take risks according to what you want, not according to what your parents tell you or society tells you as far as you should be going to school or you should even create a YouTube channel or whatever the fuck people say nowadays. Listen, maybe that is your thing. Maybe you want to create a YouTube channel. The reason I created my channel is because I want to basically impart all these experiences onto you, and hopefully it's going to help in some way. And also, we do talk about sales. This particular video is not about sales specifically. We're going to be talking about a lot more topics, but maybe it's not that for you. Maybe it's something else. But again, you have to put skin in the game. So this to me is not really a risk. This is not something special, creating this channel. This, I do it because I love it. I do it for fun. I do it because hopefully I want to try to, create some value for your life and provide you with something inside, you know what I mean, that changes your perspective or that gets you going. But at the end of the day, if you're not where you want to be, then you have to do consequential, you have to take consequential actions to actually move you to that level. And oftentimes the best thing that you can do especially at the beginning is not make the little gradual little baby steps, is you got to take a leap, right? Take a leap and go into a new domain and find out what you can do there and make sure that whatever you're doing is actually aligned with what you want. Maybe you want to produce music, or maybe you want to produce music videos, or maybe you want to be a real estate agent. You want to sell houses. You want to flip houses, or something to that effect. Anything, right? But you got to take a risk, and you got to put your skin in the game, which means you got to put something on the line. You have to sacrifice. You have to give something up. And in my case, that was actually going into debt, going into my line of credit. It was like 12 grand at the time. It was crazy. And I was like, how am I going to make this money? So I put 1,000% into it. I did the mall calls every single day, 5 a day, bang, 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 got my performance up, found my first job, and then kind of scaled from there. So I can go into that a bit later in more detail in future videos. But the point here is that you need to do something. You need to do something. And it's not that the sense of urgency, like time is passing and you're going to die, and all that's true. But it's really about, who do you want to be? What kind of life do you want to create? Who are you? How would you feel good? How would you feel? What do you want to experience? Do you want to experience meaning? Do you want to feel like you're on your path and you're making your decisions, and what you're doing is at least oriented towards some vision that you have? Even if it's vague, it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, I have a lot of ideas and I'm going to talk about them too, but it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. But just do something that's going to be able to capitalize on your strengths and who you are, because you have unique gifts. You have special gifts that were given to you. Nobody else has them. Nobody. You're a unique individual. You're a unique human. There's never been anybody like you, and never will. So give that gift to the world.